And hey, hello there, it's me RJB from RJB TV, and welcome back to RJB TV, the channel that you're watching right now, where we're gonna dive into game number 2 between Brain and AllKill. Yes, a wild new Gosu has appeared, and we've had game number 1 already, and game number 1 honestly had me extremely impressed by the level of skill displayed by AllKill here on the light pale blue Protoss. And Brain here on the bottom corner of the map on the yellow Terran. Can Brain survive the extremely smart and detailed play that AllKill had in the previous game? AllKill literally showed that he has very quick thinking and an amazing sense of being able to find small little things to do with his units to get an advantage over his opponent. And oh boy was he quick. His attacks were non-stop and very well controlled. He showed a lot of restraint, but also a lot of playing speed. So once again, I've got very high expectations of the player AllKill, who is here going for what looks to be a Dragoon build order because he's going for pylon gas, and that usually implies or means that they're planning on going for fast Dragoons, but he might just be throwing me off here and go for something like fast Dark Template or a fast robotic support bay. There's a lot of different options, but most of the time, this is going to be Dragoons. And that means Brain is in a little bit of luck, because he went for barracks, supply depot barracks in that exact order, and if he adds on a third barracks, he will be in even more luck, because he will need a bunker and some Marines to defend himself against AllKill's aggression. I don't think that Brain will be able to rush AllKill, because there is going to be a small little window of time where AllKill will not have any units on the map whatsoever, because he is going to save up all of his minerals to get Triple Gateway and a Cyber Core, and then save up minerals for 3 Dragoons and Singularity Charge at the same time. Which means he cannot produce a single unit until that Cyber Core finishes up, which gives Brain some time to rush him. But Brain is going to have to find him before any of the gateways and the Cyber Core finish up. Brain, a little bit of luck here. He sees the probe coming from the north, so he knows that AllKill is not on the 9 o'clock spot location, and immediately heads off into the north, where the Marine, in fact, will arrive before Dragoons come out. He goes into the base, sees the pylon, and now he's going to check the backside there. We do not have more Marines joining in because the Marines are staying here on the middle to keep the probe out of Brain's base to make sure that Brain doesn't get scouted. Got a gasser on the way. Brain recognized that this is going to be a Dragoon build order. He saw the Cyber Core and immediately started his own gas, because he will need Academy, which he's getting right now. He will need Marine range and bunkers. We got triple Dragoon there on the way. Singularity Charge did not in fact start. I think he cancelled his Singularity Charge because he's going to try to trick Brain into having his turrets and detection delayed. He's going to try to trick him. He's going to try to trick Brain into investing into range, bunkers, some SCVs to maybe repair there in the front, and to have a delayed engineering bay, a delayed second command center, and a delayed scan. He's going to try to beat Brain to the punch of detection. But because AllKill will not have range, oh, he tries to sneak in, but very good block there by that one SCV. He actually blocked both the top side and the bottom side of that exit or entrance into Brain's base. And that is going to slightly party poop on what AllKill had in mind, because that might have given away the fact that AllKill was trying to do some funky stuff. Still no engineering bay on the way, but we have the command center there coming up. He's going to go for a factory first, because you really do need siege mode to fend off those Dragoons. So far it looks like AllKill's plan seems to be working out. There's no engineering bay, there's no scan. But the command center there is about halfway done, so he can maybe build a combat station on time. But the Dragoons are waiting there in the front, and I think the fact that the Dragoons haven't yet attacked the bunkers is giving away the fact that AllKill did not get Singularity Charge. Because usually, the but Protoss will be attacking the bunker as soon as Singularity Charge finishes up, which should have already finished up, but the Singularity Charge is not here because the Dragoons are not attacking. I think Brain has at this point deduced that he needs an engineering bay, which is getting here in the front. He's going to try to get those turrets up right before the Dragoons, I mean the Dark Templars, arrive, which are now leaving the base, but I think that AllKill made some slight mistakes here. Just because of his inaction, like the things that he didn't do revealed the fact that it had to be either a fast drop or fast Dark Templars. And it is in fact fast Dark Templars, and the turret there in front will finish up not on time. The Dark Templars walk through right before the turret finishes up, so it looks like it worked. We have a scan in the back, and a turret in the back as well, but no units in the back. And Brain just used his scan to see what's happening inside of AllKill's base. So now Brain has to try and keep the turret alive. Although AllKill is not attacking it, AllKill had an option to kill that turret there, but he must not have noticed that the scan got used. AllKill is functioning under the assumption that Brain did not scan, but Brain in fact did scan, but AllKill didn't hear it because he wasn't looking either here or at the location where he got scanned. And I think he got scanned there in the choke or in the back. Well, that is a chain of events where both players are kind of just gambling. Brain gambled that he would have turrets up in the front in time, he did not. But then AllKill gambled that Brain had scan energy, which he did not. And both of those assumptions backfired on both of them. And now Brain is taking some damage there from the Dark Templars. But he is not taking enough damage from the Dark Templars because he's not supply blocked. And he's got to scans the Dark Templar, but it runs into the corner, might stay alive, it goes down just on time. But the other Dark Templar pushes the factory away. So no siege tanks at the moment. He's got one, but no second one. He's building a starport at the bottom because this section is not protected by any turrets or scans. He's getting 2 more command centers as well. Playing a very risky game. He thinks he can get away with a 4 command center build order this early into the game. It's a very risky play. But he also knows that there's no frontal attack coming because he scanned AllKill's base and he saw what was coming. It's a drop right on the scene. Templar gonna storm. Templar hits really, really hard. Oh my god, 20 kills. Brain is in a lot of trouble. Brain is in a lot of trouble. He's out there killing a couple of additional SCVs. Does he have a second storm? No, he does not. But Brain so far has taken quite a beating. He got punched in the face extremely hard. Extremely hard. This hurts. Brain gambled wrong. Again. 2 times in one game. He gambled slightly wrong. He guessed wrong. Now, there's a scan coming out. Let's see what he scanned. Oh, wrong person. He scanned... Oh, I messed up. I messed up. I should have... He scans again. Let's see what he sees. He's scanning for the Dark Templar. He wasn't scanning for AllKill's base, he was scanning for both Dark Templars that were still alive inside of his base. We gotta go there over the bottom side, triple High Templar, but right into the Marines. If Brain notices this, he can snipe the shuttle just on time. Oh, he flies right into the turret. Oh, very good turret placement. This turret was there for detection, not for protection against shuttles, but it happens to just be on the exact right location. Forced to unload earlier on the top side to kill Marines. High Templar still alive, but he's gonna get killed very soon, although might have one more storm in it. Oh, wow, oh! That just goes to show how on top of his own play AllKill is. The High Templar, he wasn't looking, but he remembered. High Templar almost has energy, so he immediately went back and was there right on time to storm a couple of Marines. That might just make the difference. Oh, great storms, but great dodges as well. Reaver stays alive. Zealots are on the scene as well. And have to micro forward very slowly. The Marines are coming from the bottom to the top. Not picking up the Reaver. He picks it up and escapes with the skin of his teeth. Oh, AllKill has amazing control. He might not be as fast with the APM as Brain is, but how he's playing, the attention to detail and execution and control, this guy might just have the talent to... Maybe I'm calling this prematurely, but it looks like this guy has the talent to rival Brain in the future. I feel like this guy is an absolute top level fastest player in the making. Oh, great unload once again. Reaver, picks things up to make sure that he doesn't take damage from the tank. Gonna try to fly back in, gonna micro there on the edges of Brain's base. Now, Brain with the 4 Commensar is back on 52 SCVs, so he's recovering very quickly. AllKill has to kill those SCVs, but he can't quite get in deep enough. Oh! Unlulls the Reaver on 3 HP on the shell. How close some of these moves are that AllKill is making is actually unheard of. I've never seen a player have so many close calls with micro as AllKill does in this game specifically. Like 3 HP, 1 energy. He's on point. He is paying attention so well. Very good unload. Templar right next to this. Ooh, sniped by Brain. Sniped the High Templar just on time. Reavers don't do much damage either. Picks up another High Templar, gonna try to fly in closer. Zealots are distracting. Templar unloads. Templar gonna storm. Templar gets a storm off, and he gets a couple of... That's 8 kills. 8 kills. Oh, very quick thinking. AllKill realized, I have a couple of Templars at the top that haven't stormed yet. I'm gonna use a shuttle that flew all the way to the bottom, fly right back to the top side of Brain's base, pick up the High Templar and try again, while having the Zealots and the Reavers take fire from the tanks. I've only seen this level of game sense from Brain and Luckyback, and from no one else. I've not seen anyone else have this level of game sense for figuring out what to do in the moment. He looks at the base, he looks at all the components in Brain's base, and then he makes a choice, and that choice is the exact right one. Very quick thinking. Very quick thinking. Now, he's not the best spender, though. Like, I gotta add that. He's very focused on controlling and attacking. As a result, he's not spending as well as some other players would, but he is making the most out of everything he does. Forced to unload prematurely, did not pick the best angle for that drop, also because Brain is covering the drop angles quite well. At this point, I would say AllKill trying to go for a mass attack and break that front door, but he only has 7 gateways. It's not something he can realistically do. He could maybe try to do a Reaver unload on the choke and a frontal attack with some Zealots and break through, but he simply doesn't have enough gateways at the moment to really abuse this very weak choke that Brain has at the moment. It's 4 bunkers in a tank and 2 turrets. It's not very well protected, and he's gonna go exactly for that. He's gonna go for a frontal attack. It is insane that he was actually thinking of that exact move right as I mentioned it, because I have information AllKill does not have, and he decides to go for this one. This is amazing. He recognized Brain has a lot of units in the back, goes for a frontal attack, and goes for a drop at the same time, but the shuttle gets sniffed out and sniped. Brain is entering the zone. Brain is entering the zone. I can see it happening. Brain is pulling himself together, and nothing slips past his watchful eyes on that minimap. So he survives the frontal attack. It wasn't a big attack. It killed the bunkers, which was enough for the size of that attack. Killing the bunkers is enough. Killed 2 tanks as well. Killed the Marines in the bunkers. That was enough damage. It pulled units from the back to the front, which means drops on the minerals will now be a little bit easier than they were before. Because when all the units are on the sides and the back, getting through with the shuttles is difficult. Now, Brain has been scanning the map, and he knows the shuttles left AllKill's base. He sends out the raids, but the raids actually overshoot, which means that now the shuttles can arrive on location. SCVs are pulling to safety, Templars are reloading, Templars are too far away from those SCVs, gets a storm on the gas SCVs, cannot pick up the Templar because there's a turret there. If the shuttle flies back into the turret, it would have died to the turret, and the Templar would not have been able to storm. So yes, he decides to storm on the SCVs. He got the most out of the situation. Brain just responded exactly how Brain had to respond. Now with more gateways in AllKill's base, we have that's 8, another 5, and 1 more on the way. So we have about 14 gateways. It's not a lot. He has space for more. he's been able to produce a little bit more. Holding cannons on the middle as well, getting a proxy base here on 12 o'clock. He's got Stargate's Fleet Beacon on the way as well, so a frontal attack here comes in. Once again, Brain has a lot of his units in the back, and on the side, oh, drop comes in at the same time. Frontal attack and the drop at the same time. Now, Brain was forced to focus on taking down the shuttles coming from the north. That AllKill can kind of easily break through the front, and he's microing at the same time. He's microing his units very well, keeps some Dragoons alive and pulls them back to the middle so that Brain cannot go for a counterattack. He's preserving what he has and pulls the Dragoons back behind the cannons where they are safe from pretty much anything. So to make up for the lack of gateways in his main base, AllKill is adding gateways in a proxy base. And Brain is recovering. He didn't lose any SCVs there, but he was once again forced to pull SCVs off the minerals, and it does slow down your mining. Actually, Firebad Hero recently made a video about the mining speed of workers, and it actually turns out that probes mine slightly faster at the start than SCVs do. Probes don't have... like, basically probes start moving and pick up the minerals slightly faster and return the mineral slightly faster to the nexus. And SCVs mine the mineral and return it. Most of the slowness of SCVs is in the returning animation. So Terrans actually physically mine slower than Protons. Who comes in with a crate drop on the front door. Ooh, amazing. Pulls the Dragoons that were on the middle as well. Oh, amazing unload. The precision, the decision making. Was it the right choice? I think so. I think that was the right choice. Gonna try to take down those depots in the front as well, but the Reaver gets taken down there by the Raids. The Raids are saving the base here in the front. Well, he does have enough in the back, but he would have taken more damage if the Raids... oh, another drop comes in, but snipes it immediately. And the Dragoons once again pull back. So he keeps opening up that front door, keeps breaking into Brain's base. But Brain is not letting this get the better of him. He still has 182 supply. He's got, I'd say, 10 factories, of which a couple are still on the way. He's adding on 3 more for a total of 12. So that's actually 9 factories, not 10. Nice gateway base there on the top. He's getting carriers as well, getting 4. The same thing as in the previous game. He doesn't get all the carriers at once. He gets a couple of them, then goes for another couple attacks, and then gets a couple more. The upgrades for AllKill at the moment are on 3 armor. I love the armor choice. He's on 3, 1, 2. I love the armor choice because when you're going for Templar drops, the attack upgrade actually doesn't really help you that much. Because the goal is to hit the storm. If you get the armor upgrades first, your High Templar stays alive for longer. If you add the shield upgrade to that, it stays alive for even longer than that. If you get the attack upgrades, your High Templars will die quickly because they don't have any damage reduction. I really like how smart it is from AllKill to prioritize armor and shield and to put the least priority on his weapon upgrades. Even though weapon upgrades of course will help plus frontal attacks, but he figured, I want my High Templar to stay alive longer, I'm gonna get armor upgrades first. And I like that choice because it really helps, it works. What we've seen so far, it works. But right now, Brain has managed to weather multiple storms, multiple drops, multiple attacks. Brain has survived what he could not survive in game number 1. And when Brain reaches the late game on Terran, he is in fact the single best player in the world. His Terran late game is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. The best Terran late games I've seen in my life were both from Brain and Mong. And Mong is a professional Terran. Of course, his late game is going to be amazing. But secondly, Brain... oh, I like this move from AllKill. He moves all the way around Brain's army to go for an attack while Brain's units are away from home. Shuttles are coming at the same time. He's right in the middle of Brain's base. He's not going for the... oh, he's unloading. Oh, High Templar is too far away. Cannot storm. Storms on himself and the Raids. I think that AllKill should have pulled all those Dragoons and Zealots all the way into the backside and kill the command center. But he lets them kill the factories. Actually, Brain is planning on going for a base trade. He's going to kill the proxy base first, then attack the front here. But look at this. Carriers are coming to save this middle. They're going to kill the tanks. The tanks are going to have to retreat back home. While AllKill is absolutely destroying Brain's base. That move around the middle from AllKill was absolutely brilliant. I'm surprised not more players try that specifically, because that was absolutely brilliant. That was absolutely an amazing move, and the damage Brain is taking is humongous, but not as big as it could have been. Because I think AllKill made his very first mistake of not walking into the backside. He didn't walk into the backside to kill SCVs. He wanted to go for material damage. He took down all the turrets, took down some supply depots, some factories, killed some machine shops as well, killing turrets on the bottom corner as well. There's damage all over the place. But I don't think this amount of damage was enough. I think he really had to kill SCVs in the back. Just pull all the Zealots into the backside, Dragoons as well, just have them attack the SCVs, and maybe even the Command Center. They would have killed like 50 SCVs, and Brain would have been in trouble. Brain would have been in trouble. Here come the Corsairs. Observers are on the scene as well. He's going to hunt down those raids to allow for future shows to come in. So EMP on those Corsairs. Corsairs are winning the fight easily. Has to kill this. Ooh, kills the observers because of that one turret there on the side. The raids are gone. The raids are dead and gone, but a couple more are spawning there in cloak. We have 4 observers, 5 observers on the scene. AllKill is doing this absolutely perfectly. Gonna try to kill the Command Center. Brain is slow on the repair. Is the Command Center gonna go down? I think it will. The Command Center is taking heavy damage, and goodbye. Command Center is dead and gone. AllKill is absolutely dominating. But do not count Brain out. Don't count him out. Because I've seen Brain make comebacks from worse situations than this. Although this is a pretty terrible situation in every single way. Drop comes in, Reaver unloads, Templar Storms, hits some SCVs. Reaver's Scarab is not exploding. Sorry for a hiccup. I think there's more SCV still to kill for that Reaver, although the Reaver is getting clipped. It can't shoot. It's not shooting. Reaver goes down. Ooh, bit of bad luck there for AllKill. He's there in the front, staying alive. Pretty much all the SCVs stayed alive. He killed all the Command Centers as well. Brain is in... Okay, this might be more trouble than I've seen Brain make a comeback from. This might be a little bit more problematic than I've seen Brain make a comeback from. This might just be insurmountable. AllKill is styling on Brain, and I don't think I've ever seen that happen to this degree. He's absolutely destroying with absolutely perfect play. I'm honestly extremely impressed by how good this guy is. Where has this guy been hiding all this time? Because you don't just get this good overnight. The amount of skill AllKill has is cultivated. It's bred, it's built, it's trained, it's repetition. This doesn't just happen overnight. This does not happen overnight. So building a new proxy gateway base there on the 1 o'clock. A couple gateways here survived on 12 o'clock. Still only has, I'd say, about 14 gateways in the main base, about 6 star gates. His production is not as big as it could be, but he is making it work. Brain is recovering. He is still building Command Centers. Has 74 SCVs, so he's kind of fine in that regard. Oh, he's gonna try to kill the comms. He's gonna try to stop the comsat stations. Science vessels are not on the way. He's building turrets all over the place. He's trying to kill... I was going to just kill some SCVs. Really smart play. Okay, so one scan comes down on one Dark Templar. The other one comes down as well. Little scan. Kills both. Beautifully done. 2 scans? But he only had 1 Command Center with scan available. So how did he do that? How did he do that? Only at this one. Oh, wait. The energy stays if the comsat stays alive. Okay, that's nice. More Dark Templars in the base, attacking whenever they can. Moving into the backside. Raids are on the chase. You're gonna have to try to kill this one comsat on the bottom. He's going for the Command Center instead. Scans again. Raids are coming in to take them down. There in the front we have some Dark Templars again, trying to drag them into mines. I think if AllKill just went for mass Zealot attack, he would have probably won the game, although we do have a lot of mines being placed there in this pathway. But we have an observer. So So maybe Dragoons and Zealots would have done the trick instead of Dark Templars. But I do like how cute the Dark Templar moves are. The Dark Templar moves are very, very cute. But is it working though? I don't think the Dark Templars are doing enough. Don't think they're doing enough. It looks very cool though. What he's doing with the Dark Templars, it looks very cool. Actually killing all the Vultures as well. Oh, didn't think that would happen. Not think that would happen. So it looks like AllKill is focusing a lot on getting cannons. And he's... Oh, he was waiting for the carriers. Of course. Of course. But was it the right choice to go for carriers here? There's a lot of raids on the map. And we're going to need a lot of observers. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 observers. I think he needs 5 or 6 of them. Because we do have a lot of raids ready to take down the Corsairs and the observers and the carriers. Comes in, gonna try to snipe those observers in the back. Doesn't get them. Dancing around. Actually, there's so many raids. So many raids that even without sniping the observers, the carriers are losing the fight. More Corsairs coming in. Gonna try to kill as many of those Corsairs as he can, but he splits up the raids quite well, and I do think that the raids are going to lose the fight, but the carriers are dead and gone. Brain has done enough. Brain has successfully defended against the carriers. Only the Corsairs remain alive. I think it's time for mass attacks. I think it's time for mass attacks. A lot of mass attacks, but will that work? I don't know. I do think it will. But AllKill here, I think he's miscalculating that he has to go for carriers. I think he's miscalculating what he needs to do to win. Brain is moving out. Carriers are on the way, but only 5 of them are on the way. He's got a lot of Corsairs. He's got way too many Corsairs. And I think Brain is correctly assessing the situation here in that AllKill has very little army to fight with. Oh, makes its way through, gets sniped there by the raids. Corsairs tried to kill the raids, but the raids were flying away, and Corsairs kind of suck against things that fly away. So yeah, now I think AllKill made a lot of mistakes there. Not micro mistakes, but choices with his army and the methods of attack that simply were not the right ones. I think after taking down his command centers, all he had to do was go for a big, very big mass attack with gateway units. And he decided to go for carriers, which take a long time to build. And that gave Brain time to recover, and now Brain is actually making that comeback that I thought was not going to happen. He's making the comeback. AllKill has very little to fight with. He's got a bunch of Corsairs, which I think he should throw away and replace with gateway units. Because Corsairs is not going to help him against these tanks. The carriers, there's only 5 of them, are also not going to do great against all those raids. So yeah, for the raids he needs the Corsairs. For the raids he needs the Corsairs, but it's only 4 Corsairs. I think Storms at this point would probably do better. Snipes the observers, but there's way too many observers. There's too many observers. He's pulling more from the bottom to the top. Carriers attacking. Observers are not protecting the carriers because they're here on the middle. He also would attack there with gateway units, but the gateway units don't do enough. Reavers are standing on the side waiting for the Scarabs to finish charging. Gets a disruption web down there on some tanks to try and allow some ability to fight back. We got some Zealots coming from the back to flank from behind. We got more units coming from Brain's base. We have Brain kind of steaming his way through. Brain is playing this phenomenally. This shouldn't be happening. This should not be happening. If AllKill simply went for a mass gateway attack after he took down 4 command centers, 3 armories, and a bunch of other stuff, I think he would have won the game. But he ends up losing to a couple of wrong choices. A couple of wrong choices that do show that there might be a slight lack of experience, even though I think this guy is absolutely amazing. But he did make a wrong choice. And being absolutely amazing for 25 minutes does not mean that making wrong choices for the last 4 minutes means you're gonna win. It means you're gonna lose. And Brain takes home victory in game number 2. Very well played, but I really think AllKill for the first 25 minutes was the superior player. And then he shot himself in the foot by tunnel visioning. And I guess it can happen. It can happen, apparently, to the best players in the world as well, where they decide to make a choice, a method of attack, and that method of attack just turns out to be the wrong one. And Brain comes out on top because he kept making the correct choices. Excellent play. Was not expecting the ending here. Brain is gonna live to fight another game. So please do return for game number 3, which should be coming up very soon, so that we can conclude this so far absolutely amazing best of 3. See you soon.